astonishing fire that brought crews to a local restaurant for hours.
After a start below freezing in some neighborhoods, we're in the 50s right now. Up next, tracking a warming trend for this afternoon. Plus, when a chance of severe storms moves into the forecast, Channel 2 Action News at noon is straight ahead.
The hits, the misses, the pizza, the juice, the sacks, the pizza, the superstars, the super fans, the pizza. Everything you love about football is here, especially the pizza.
Up your game with an extra-large two-topping pizza for only $10. That's an extra-large pizza with 10 big slices and 2 toppings, only $10.
Better ingredients, better pizza. PapaJohns.com.
The official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Cash 4 players won big yesterday, and there was one jackpot winner for Fantasy 5. Watch tonight's drawings at 11:34, only on Channel 2.
Time and temperature brought to you by Gas South. Save with Gas South's great rates with no deposit.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at noon. Coverage you can count on.
Good afternoon, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Sophia Choi. Developing this noon, we are gathering new information on the deadly terror attacks in Paris. Here's the latest. In the last 2 hours, we got a look at an arrest in Belgium. Officials say they detained 7 people there linked to the devastating attacks. Tow trucks hauled away a car found near the scene of the concert hall where the majority of the 129 people died. Investigators have also learned 3 of the attackers were French citizens. Police are piecing together how at least 7 suicide bombers killed so many people in Paris. Marcy Gonzalez is live in Paris, France, where investigators are looking for others who helped plan the attacks.
French authorities say the deadly attacks here were plotted and planned in Belgium. And as we learn more about the terrorists behind the tragedy here, we're also getting our first look at a partial list naming some of the victims, showing many of them were just in their 20s and 30s.
A somber Sunday in Paris, candles that burn through the night, flickering in the foreground as investigators continue their painstaking work at the 6 scenes of Friday night's terror attacks.
They started shooting like that for 10 minutes without stopping.
Survivors recounting the horror inside this theater where gunmen shot nearly 90 people to death during a sold-out rock concert. From here to this soccer stadium to several bars and restaurants, more than 350 people were injured, at least 129 others killed. Among them, American student Noemi Gonzalez, shot and killed at a restaurant while here studying abroad.
I feel lost, sadness, and it was my only time.
ISIS claimed responsibility for the calculated attacks prosecutors say were carried out by 7 heavily armed terrorists wearing identical suicide vests. All of them now dead. Members of one of their families detained today here in France. Police also making several arrests in Belgium, trying to track down everyone with links to what French President Hollande calls an act of war.
And a state of emergency is still in effect here. The Eiffel Tower and other popular tourist attractions are closed as this nation mourns. We're live in Paris. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News. Now back to you.
Marcy, thank you. A rally is set to begin shortly in Buckhead following the terrorism in Paris. Channel 2's Ricky Klaus continues our live Team 2 coverage at Buckhead Tower. And Ricky, more than 100 people are there.
In fact, I've counted about 300 people here, all observing a moment of silence right now. Let me give you a live look here at the situation. Again, more than 300 people here, many French citizens, others simply supporters, all came to hear what the French Consulate General had to say, and he has yet to speak here. Now, many wanted to feel the bond since they're not in their country after this tragedy. I spoke with a French teacher working in Atlanta who used to babysit